Welcome to Doug in Exile. We're covering the polls. We're covering Doug Burgum, who gives a unique view because he's actually visited the three battleground states known as the Blue Wall. He gives a reason why in each one Trump is doing well, but essentially Trump is slightly ahead, but he's tied. He's within the area of error between he and Kamala Harris. So now it's going to come down to get out the votes. You'll see a shift in the messaging from Doug Burgum here, and I think it's important for all of us to pay attention. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug TenNapel. This is the Doug TenNapel channel.
When you take a look at these, whether, Arizona, Trump's going to win because of the border. Michigan, he's going to win because of auto workers. Pennsylvania, he's going to win because of an energy policy that makes sense, makes America affordable.
Illinois, Michigan, and Pennsylvania are the three that he has to win. He also brought up Arizona because of the border. He gave you reasons why in each state Trump is going to be favorable. If the Democrats if their messaging, if we can ever beat them on messaging, because they're kicking our butts on TV because they own MSNBC and CNN. They kick your butts on the internet because they own Facebook and Google. So basically, can the truth break through the Democrat media operation where the government is colluding with private business to misinform the entire planet?
The Biden-Harris energy policies are so harmful to American workers, and they're so helpful to our adversaries. I mean, we've got Russia and Iran, funding two wars because of the Harris's energy policies.
Now Doug Burgum's no barn burner. Okay, he's not a liar either. He's a normal guy, but he's really said what has destabilized this is Russia and Iran, our funding wars over oil, and that's our lack of oil. We can't drain it out of the earth. We can't cut people off, and now we're buying it from them too. Venezuela, we'll go for any dictator that'll sell us oil for cheap. So we can basically fight Russia. And then Russia's going to go to China. Russia's going to go to India. Russia will go to Iran. These are terrorist states that they have no problem doing business with. The morality of business gets removed under Biden-Harris. The morality of business, of who you want to cut off and who you want to get favors from to stabilize the earth.
The whole point when she says, oh, you can drive the car you want, no, maybe you can drive the car you want, but you're not going to be able to buy the car you want because she still is supporting the EV mandates, which eliminate gas-powered cars. I mean, she's got her California approach to America, which she knows she doesn't work.
It's getting to be within a couple of years. If you bought a diesel car or a gas-powered car, it could be illegal. If you buy a stove for a home, it could be illegal because Democrats want to get into, they always say like Republicans want to get into your bedroom. Democrats want to get into every molecule in your house and in your head and in your heart, right down to your speech.
And then the biggest issue, which no one is talking about, is we don't have enough electricity in this country, and we're going to need to build more electricity. It's not an energy transition, it's energy addition. We're way short of it. And all of these tech stocks you've been talking about on your shows so smartly, they need electricity to drive their AI valuations. We've got to build more. And there's nothing in the Harris plan that talks about expanding baseload electricity in this country. And we're in an AI arms race with China.
Democrats have a terrible plan for energy because, first of all, they fear nuclear energy, which everyone should support. And we should be onlining those like 30 years ago. It's too late. That's our baseline electricity consumption. And everyone's getting more and more tech. AI is going to get more and more powerful. And they're going to starve out. Basically, what they do is they starve out the middle class and the lower class of their electricity. You're supposed to live a second class life. First class, they all get their electricity. They can afford it. Everyone else, too poor to buy it. They just keep raising the price on it and make it a premium. That's not the Republican plan.
So the energy policy looms large across all these swing states. I've had an opportunity to be on the ground in the last month across Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and other swing states. And, the crowds are large. Doesn't matter whether you're on a college campus or whether you're doing a town hall. The enthusiasm is high.
So this is Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania. Those are the big three we needed to hear from. Doug Burgum says the enthusiasm is high. Now, that's always good for a candidate. You want that more than you want enthusiasm is low, like it is for Kamala Harris. It does not mean that don't mix the rally size and their enthusiasm for meaning Trump wins. Don't ever confuse that, because I hear people look at those rallies going, Trump had this many at that rally and Biden only had this many at that rally. A rally is not a vote.
Polls don't win elections, votes do.
And because of that, even though Trump and Harris are tied with Trump slightly ahead in the polls, even those aren't votes. The polls don't tell you who is going to win the most votes.
And we need to take that voter enthusiasm, that support, translate that into everybody getting out. If people haven't gotten out and voted, they need to. And if they've early voted, they need to go talk to their friends and get them to vote.
And that is the shift that we're doing now. It's going from you vote, you must vote. And I mean vote early. If you're a Trump fan and you're a Republican and you want Trump to win, you will go vote early in person. Mail it in if you have to. If you get a mail-in ballot, mail-in ballot. The day of voting on a paper ballot, in fact, if all Republicans did that, Trump would lose. He would lose by at least 5%. If every I hear our side say this all the time, and it's going to make us lose. I'm warning you. If everyone, so you don't want to produce a Republican conservative culture that says day of voting and only paper ballots. If you wait till day of, Trump could lose probably by about 5%. I'm guessing even more. And I believe Trump would have won by 5% if we had a culture of early voting and mail-in ballots back in 2020. So if you have not voted this week, you have to get out and vote early. And by the way, registration, I think in Pennsylvania, cut off last night. So it's getting to be too late to register. You might have to still go up there with a driver's license and ask for a provisional ballot and vote in person at your local precinct. Give that a shot. I'm here to give you guys the message. It is go time to vote. If you've already voted, it's time to tell your friends to get out and vote.
And this is the reason why, Harris's tired approach on identity politics isn't working, is because all of these groups understand that they were better off under President Trump.
We're going to find out who lives in that reality of actually looking around and going, wow, things are crap for everybody. Of course, Democrats they're lying across all media, guys. 100%. And if you own all of media, you can go a pretty long way with hypnotizing all of America into voting for your candidate. But Trump, we're with reality and we're voting for Trump. I'm Doug in exile.